Dan. Lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
The windup and the 0-1. Tries to dump this one out to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
First offering on its way. Nope. And a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike. The count's a 2 low now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one stayed too low apparently. Hit in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Count now a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, third baseman, Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you can see, the winner of this series will battle the Angels to decide who'll be the American League's representative in this year's World Series.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got to hurry, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is settling in now. Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Brian Courtney.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Jones from the outfield grass. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Rhett Griffin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. 2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty. No score here as we play inning number 2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is
retired. Leading off for the Orioles.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center.
Chasing after it is Pilar.
And that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Jose Bautista. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Bautista stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2003 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. There's ball 4.
Batting 5th, center fielder, Adam Jones.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Swing and a little tapper. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Bautista leads off first with 1 away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Liner toward right center, and the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Brock Holt comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first as they get the double play. Ready now, Kevin Pilar. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
1-1 the count. 1-1. Popped him up. Reyes over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Devin Travis. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. Hits a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
In time as he just gets the tag down. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bautista sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Leading off for the Orioles.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Stepping up to the plate, Alejandro De Aza.
Alejandro De Aza.
Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Reyes gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Hit out towards second. Hernandez in shallow center. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw. And he'll get back in safely. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Courtney. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Carlo Lopez. Yeah, he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
In the dirt here. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. Popped up. Reyes moving to his left. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Oh, they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Coming to the plate now, Brian Courtney. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Hernandez over at second. Tulowitzki at first. 2 out in the inning. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
3-0 to him now. And that's finally over for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Fouled away. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Tulowitzki rounds third and is digging for the plate. 1 run will score easily. Here's the 2nd runner around third. And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Pillar. Runner in scoring position with 2 guns.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. At the plate, Donald Jones will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Wolf waits on it. One down.
First baseman, number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. He goes to first. Touché, sir. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Threw a base on balls his first time up. Popped him up. Tulowitzki has a play. And that's the third out. At the plate, Devin Travis. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1. A bouncer up the middle. Right there is Reyes. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Into the box now, Reggie Wolf. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Diaz under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carlo Lopez. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get.
Leading off for the Orioles.
First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
But there to take it in is Tulowitzki, and that's the first out of the inning.
Designated hitter, Brock.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Brock Holt. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Hit out towards second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Into the box, Brian Reyes. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. It's a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
The 0-2 once more. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. At the plate, Troy Tulowitzki, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the flag court and gone.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D'Lo. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
The 3-1 pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Now at the plate, Rhett Griffin. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Donaldson at third with 2 away. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Devin Travis would be next. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Here's Alejandro De Aza. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Right side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
That's shortstop, number 7.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Reyes. A hit in 2 tries so far. Swing and a liner. Foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready for another shot now, Manny Machado. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired. Floyd Goff is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Striding in once again, Devin Travis, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. Striding into the box, Reggie Wolf. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Hit back up the middle. Right there is Reyes. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 10.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Carlo Lopez. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
In there, now the throw. The 2-1. Rounded down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Donald Jones. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Tap down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Lopez will be there to put it away in front of the big scoreboard.
Right fielder.
Striding in, Jose Bautista. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And There's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, this pitcher's been absolutely in the zone up until this point. That was a retired streak, just broken up. He had retired 12 batters in a row. That's 4 clean innings. Let's see if the offense gets going.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is line to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
The last at bat, Manny D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. Last time through was a base hit. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Ready once again, Brian Courtney. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Brock Holt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Scooped up on the backhand. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Brian Reyes. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Here's Alejandro De Asa. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Sent on the ground out to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Darren O'Day enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop Reyes. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Takes a look at a sinker that stayed up high, but good for strike two.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Stepping in for the Jays, Devin Travis is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left. Diaz is under it. And that retires the side. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pilar. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's Manny Machado now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-1 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Shot to third. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Into the box now, Donald Jones. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Baltimore down to their final strike. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They
is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Into the bleachers and gone.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. And that is going to end it. The Blue Jays are headed to the ALCS. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate that he couldn't quite get that last out he needed in the 9th, but still, 8 2/3.